Hello. I'm going to show you something real quick that I did a little while back using tablet cases. Now, this is kind of a experiment that I wanted to try out because we had 2 leftover tablet cases which we didn't mean to order, and I decided to make them into books for putting in your purse, and I thought it would be useful because I could change out my notepads. So, you know that tablet cases kind of come with, sometimes they come with a pen holder, and they are generally just a cover with a magnetic closure here. And there's camera holes in some of them, so if you don't want your cardboard showing through the camera holes, you could probably put some decorative things behind there, but I didn't. I just skipped that step. So all this is a notebook holder made using a tablet case, some chipboard, elastic, and also just a notepad for, the kinds you can put on your fridge. This method doesn't work as well. This is the first method I used, and then I found out that there are better ways to do it with the second one. But pretty much, you can see that I had to cut down my notepad to fit within the perimeter of where a screen originally would be, but instead it's for paper. And I can hold my pen in the slot there. And how I did this was I'm going to take it out, and it's probably going to fall apart on me, but the paper attaches to a holding board, as I call it. And that holding board is this. You can decorate your holding boards, you can leave them plain, or you can do whatever you want with them. I painted mine and also used a stencil to give it some texture. So, this is just a piece of chipboard that was cut down to be about the size of a tablet, and I curved the edges too like a tablet so it would fit properly within my case. And then I just hammered some holes into it after I decorated it, tied some knots back here, and made this little elastic band top part so that it would fit just inside that window there where the screen would be. And then all I had to do was take a notepad, and I would slip that notepad over top of this band here. And this method did not work very well because of the notepad I used, specifically because it tears apart, and the tension of the thread did not agree with the rest of the notepad, so it kind of just tore at it instead of holding it in place. And yeah, I mean, it's still usable, but it didn't work as well. And then pretty much, if you have it attached properly and it stays in place, you just slip the board back in, and you Velcro the holding part back in, and then you just leave your notepad in there, and you can flip through it and write on it, and then close it up, and it'll stay. But the one that turned out better was the black version, not the Infiland version, the blue one. This version is much smaller, but it was more successful because of what I did. Same thing. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a pen holder, but you can take this out, and I took a different approach to this one, just slightly. My paper fits within, you can see that my paper fits within the window. I cut it to size to be that way. But, oops, you gotta be careful when you remove and also apply your board. But this is the clock board for the black version. And you can see that it's just a basic board that's been decorated, and you can see how the paper is from the side. But pretty much this notepad is something I made by hand. I just sewed together some papers at the appropriate size for the window. And you can use staples, thread, or do whatever you want to gather it together. But this board here is the same as the other one. I used elastic thread to make a top hanging part. I painted parts of it black, and I glued down some scrapbook paper and sealed it with Liquitex varnish. You could also cover up the back if you wanted to, but I didn't. I left it as is. And then I made myself a notepad with some hand sewing, just a single signature notepad. And the reason why I made it like this is because once I'm done using it as a notepad in my purse or whatever, I can take it out and I can slip it into a book or something and keep it all together as an actual little miniature booklet that has been used, or I can tear apart pages and do whatever I want with it. But all you do to add it is you take the very back page, and you could add cardstock to the end pages to make them more stable, but I didn't. And you just flip the very back page into the elastic closure, and it hangs on there like that. And you can work on it, you know, this way, or work on it this way, and it just flips inside the tablet case like this, and you can see that it's perfectly centered because I measured it, so it all just kind of comes up and I can work on it like that. And then when I'm done, I can take it out and replace it with a new notepad. So I thought that was a fun way to make a changeable notepad case that will protect your papers while you work, and you can take them out when you're done and add some new stuff. So yeah, those are tablet case notepad holders.